Welcome back and thank you for being tuned in. Let's get you breaking updates now coming in from Iran. At a time when the focus is on Venezuela, Iran continues to remain on the boil. In fact, details coming in, reports suggesting 35 people have been killed. There are 1,200 protesters who have been detained. So mass protests taking place in Iran, after which 1,200 protesters have been detained. The activists have also flagged fresh casualties, saying that there are children among those who have been killed. The security forces have also been killed in these clashes. In fact, in more breaking updates coming in, India has also issued an advisory for Iran as the protests continue in Iran. An advisory has been given by India saying that non-essential travel to Iran should be avoided. That is the advisory that has come in from India. My colleague Rishabh is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Rishabh, India has issued an advisory for Iran. Any non-essential travel should be avoided. That's what the advisory says. We're putting it out for our viewers as well. But what's the situation in Iran currently? We're told the death toll has risen to 35. There are mass protests that are taking place.
Well, the death toll has risen to 35 is an official number. The numbers are yet to come in, given that it's a nationwide protest and various provinces of Iran are facing anti-regime protests. Now, the Supreme Leader of Iran has also asked the security forces to go brutal on these protesters, terming them agents of West. This is what Khamenei has said. Donald Trump, for that matter, has also said that if brutality is unleashed on protesters, US will not hesitate to attack Iran. How that attack would be on Iran, what that attack would be on Iran is not known to anyone right now. Meanwhile, India has issued an advisory to its national who are in Iran or planning to travel to Iran. Whoever is in Iran has been asked to be in touch with the embassy in Tehran. Whoever is planning to visit Iran have been asked, if it's non-essential, do not travel. Remember, till very recently, there was a visa-free regime for Indians in Iran, and that's when we saw many Indians going to Iran for tourism, business or other purposes as well. There have been incidents as well where Indian nationals have gone missing from Iran. So now India doesn't want any such situation, and that's why that advisory has been issued. The embassy in Tehran, India's embassy in Tehran is, burning the midnight oil to ensure that every Indian is mapped beforehand, that if the situation arises, the evacuations can be done easily. But for now, Iran is actually tense. The way things are unfolding in Iran, be it domestic or internationally, especially when what has happened to Venezuela, the way US is now taking an aggressive posture against any adversary. So something is brewing in Tehran, and the Supreme Leaders, comments make it more clear.
All right, Rishabh, thank you for joining us with those details. In fact, these figures have come from the US-based human rights activist news agency, which say that over 1,200 people have been detained in Iran. What's going to happen next? Remember, Iran remains on tenterhooks. That's all we could pack for you in this edition of the Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Quick break now. We'll be right back.